I'm working on a second project that I want to have done before the first day of school, which at the time of filming this is about a week and a half away. God willing, assuming everything falls into place and things don't change between now and then, and most certainly things can change between now and then, I should be able to retire from public education in 8 years. And that's the inspiration for this pour. Anyone who's been on social media since social media first arrived, every year, about this time each year, we have the annual first day of school pictures. And as a school teacher, I've partaken in that as well. So for the next several years, I want to kind of mark the time that I have left. So, because I have 8 years, counting this year, I went ahead and made some Roman numerals. And making these, all I did was print out in Word using Times New Roman. Excuse me. Capitalized the V and 3 I's, made them bold, and I think I picked 72 point. And then I did a copy or a crop. I just cropped these out and then imported that into Paint. I may have done it in Paint, not in Word. Probably did it in Paint. Same sort of thing using text. And then exported it as a JPEG. And then I put it through Microsoft, was it 3D print, where it allows me to take a 2-dimensional object, make it into 3 dimensions. And then I did some slicing of that, made certain I got the nice bevel. And I've mentioned this before with images, so you can check out my previous work and the guy who inspired this technique. And so anyway, each year for the next 8 years, I plan to take that same picture, but counting down to the last year. so far so good on that first half, although I prefer to put my screw holes in before I actually use them as a master. I prefer to. You've probably seen on several of my videos, I'm not always very good at actually doing that. The other thing is that this is a bit more cramped than I was expecting, so I'm not able to use my 3D printed gates, so I'll have to cut those out by hand. That shouldn't be much of a problem at all. And as you can see, I have not yet recast those handles, registrations for this flask. So we'll just go with what the plastic ones that I've got here. And it seems like when I do several of my casts, they end up being time sensitive when they ought not to be. Or I'll get an idea to do something and it's like, oh, I got to do that first. I can do the other things later. And when in reality I should first in, first out, and that way things are done when they're supposed to be done rather than just being put off. My only real concern with this mold is whether or not those Roman numerals will come out cleanly. Otherwise, everything seems to be going just the way it's supposed to. saw those numbers move when I was cutting the gates to each of them, and I thought, oh, they're nice and loose. So I didn't need to pull these out from the top after all. All right, I got to clean up these gates though. All right, I see where there's going to be a potential problem, and that is, to me, this part here looks lower than this part here, and I've had that problem with this flask before, and so I'm going to build up a ridge here, and I'll probably even from here all the way to here to make certain that when I pour my aluminum, it stays in the basin and then goes down the sprue the way that it's supposed to. Let me even break this off a little, make this a little bit lower in addition. Just to help out a bit. I could have done that one better.